Hello everyone. So today, this video is all about ditching and switching. So I am specifically talking about your household items that you are buying today. And we're talking all of the comfortable items that you have probably loved for your whole life. So this might be a hard video to watch for some people. So when we're talking about household items, I'm talking about cleaners, I'm talking about laundry detergent, toothpaste, some beauty products, dryer sheets, things, activities that we do on a regular basis, the cleaning, the doing laundry, the putting on lotions and makeup, air fresheners, things, candles that we're using to burn. Now, this is just an educational video, and this is just to help provide you with information so you have that at your fingertips so you can make wiser decisions. So before we get started actually talking about specific products, I want you to, and I'll have all this information posted for you, but there is an app called Think Dirty, and it is a really great app to have. So when you go to the store, you can actually scan products and they rate them they have a grading system, and it basically tells you right away whether or not the product you're buying is going to be harmful or helpful. In this country, we have very interesting regulations and laws around chemicals that go into products. I'm not sure why, but a lot of them are not banned, which means people get away with making stuff and selling stuff that is really harmful to our bodies. And when I say our bodies, I'm talking about all the systems that run through our bodies. And, maybe it's because I'm 36 and I have 2 kids that I'm all of a sudden really interested in how these systems work and how am I hurting these systems. And the more research you do, it's staggering to know that we expose ourselves to probably between 80 and 100 harsh chemicals before we even leave our bathrooms in the morning. It's kind of crazy. And the other thing is too, if you have children, children's skin is way more susceptible than adult skin. So if you're putting yourself in front of that many harsh chemicals, think how many harsh chemicals are getting thrown at your kids. A lot of studies have come to show that outside influences and environmental things, they can have serious disruptors to our bodies and our cell makeup, which then has downstream effects on different things. So if we're functioning at a really good level as far as our frequency in our bodies, then that has a downstream effect too. It's all domino. So these items that I'm going to present to you to ditch and then switch over, that's all it is. It's just information to help you make more educated decisions, to help you live a healthier lifestyle with your family and for yourself. So I'm going to be talking about replacing household cleaner. I'm going to be talking about replacing dryer sheets. I'm going to be talking about replacing laundry detergent. I'm going to be talking about replacing toothpaste. And I'm also going to be talking about replacing candles and air fresheners. Now, all of these products that I'm going to be talking about are all from Young Living. Young Living is an amazing company. All of the products are plant-based. We sell and are known for our amazing therapeutic grade essential oils that are life-changing, and we'll be talking about those first. We also have a host of other products that we carry. We're not just essential oils. We have over 600 products total. And so these products are tried and true. They're all plant-based and they're amazing. So without further ado, let's get started. So behind me, you can see that lovely little machine. That's a diffuser. Diffusers are these amazing machines that take water, and essential oil, and they diffuse it into a gentle mist into the air. And then you breathe the air in, and it benefits your body. So I am diffusing right now Stress Away, which was it's one of our amazing blends. It comes in the premium starter kit, and it just helps to elevate the mind and the body and help it relieve of stress and focus and just be in a more calm state. So I love it, love it, love it. Now, let's talk about candles and air fresheners. They're really toxic. Highly, highly, highly toxic. So, and I'll just touch on here real quick. So the hidden toxins in air fresheners and scented candles. Synthetic fragrances may be the most common use of chemical in your house. So in this country, again, we have very limited laws when it comes to fragrances, which means they get away with producing a lot of synthetic fragrances that are very harmful to our bodies. And that's why sometimes when you walk into a store that is all lotions, body sprays, candles, all of that, you immediately get a headache from being bombarded with so much synthetic chemical. And you know the stores I'm talking about. I don't even have to name them, but yeah, that should be a timeout. What's going on here? Why am I getting a headache? So the sooner you get rid of some of these, the better. Air fresheners, plug-in type deodorizers, and scented candles can emit hundreds of harmful chemicals known to be carcinogens, respiratory and endocrine disruptors. So your respiratory and endocrine system, you don't want to have anything that's disrupting those. Those really are really, really vitally important to how your body functions. I mean, as a woman in particular, I mean, the hormonal and endocrine system, that drives a lot. And if you're disrupting those, that's not good. That's just making it worse for your body to function and harder for your body to function. In a 2014 Scientific American reported that a study in the journal Environmental Health Perspectives shows a strong link between the exposure to phthalates, chemicals that are found in air fresheners and often plastics, during pregnancy and the child's future risks of asthma. So anytime you're talking about some of these carcinogens, again, they have direct links to respiratory issues, hormonal issues, that's the endocrine system. So just ditch them. There's no need to have them. And actually, it's super, super cost effective. I have the diffuser, but also what I do is I have little, they're smaller than this, but you could use this as an example. Brown glass bottles. You fill it with distilled water, a little bit of witch hazel, and some drops of an essential oil such as orange. Stress Away would be great, purification, any of the citrus oils, and you can use that as a natural air freshener and deodorizer. So they're really cost effective to switch and get rid of them, but you know, Febreze, all of that stuff is really bad, really bad. So you should get rid of it, and you should replace it with a lovely diffuser, some great essential oils, and then you can also, from that, also make natural air fresheners. Scented candles. If you're gonna do candles, make sure that they're, you know, beeswax, organic. The wicks don't have any lead or harsh metals in them. I mean, just do your research. Cheap candles are very harmful to your bodies. They're cheap for a reason. They were cheap to make. They're full of cheap crap. Like, just get rid of them. So the other thing too that we're going to talk about is household cleaner. So household cleaner, again, you just want to make sure that you are looking at the ingredients, scan them on Think Dirty, and see what comes up with. My favorite go-to household cleaner is the Thieves. So Thieves is not only an essential oil blend, but they have a whole cleaning line. So this Thieves is actually what's in here. And all you do, this is a concentrate. So you take a capful of this, you put it in here, and you're good to go. I use this on my counters. I use this as my floor. I use this in the bathroom. I use this on the windows. I mean, I use my Thieves cleaner for everything. And it is all plant-based. It has a bunch of essential oils. There's no harsh chemicals. The other thing that I love to do is have my kids help me clean, and I feel safe with using this product, having them touch it. And if they're even tiny, if they were to accidentally spray this in their mouth, they'd be fine. nothing bad would happen. You won't have to call poison control. So this is just an amazing product. So that's my second ditch and switch. So far we have gotten rid of air fresheners, we've gotten rid of toxic candles, and we've also gotten rid of toxic household cleaner. And you know the ones I'm talking about. The other thing people can do too is they make their own wipes with this. We actually sell Thieves wipes as well, but you can make your own if you're a DIY person. But they also do sell Thieves wipes that you can use on any kind of counter surface or in the bathroom or anything like that. Just don't use them on your 3-year-old's face. Just saying. Might have learned that the hard way. Okay, what am I on? The third? The third thing that we're gonna ditch and switch is dryer sheets. Dryer sheets are full of chemicals and they make your clothes feel soft because they're full of chemicals. They put a slimy chemical lining on your clothes. That's one of the easiest things to get rid of. And when you really think about it, you want to smell clean. Your clothes don't need to smell clean. And the reason that they smell clean, and it drives me bananas now when it's like, stays fresh for 8 weeks. And I'm like, well, that's unnatural. Should anything stay fresh for 8 weeks? I mean, no. So get rid of your dryer sheets. The alternative is a no-brainer. These are wool balls. Okay, I bought these at Trader Joe's. They had them there. They might still have them there, but you can get these on Amazon. I should have opened these before the video, but what's not to love about a little impromptu unwrapping on a video? So these are full four wool balls. This is what they look like, okay? So throw these in your laundry. You can take an essential oil, drop it on the wool ball so it can give it a little nice flavor, scent if you will. Throw it in. If you're worried about the static, take some aluminum foil, ball that up, and throw it in there too. The aluminum foil will absorb the static. The wool balls will make your clothes nice and fluffy, and if you have essential oils on them, it'll give them a nice little scent. Now, if you're really hard pressed because you're just so connected to the actual dryer sheet aspect of things and you just don't feel like you're doing your laundry a service if you don't throw something in there with them and the wool balls are just too weird for you, these are our baby wipes, our Seedlings line baby wipes. So these are lavender scented. They smell so good, but I use these as dryer sheets. So not only are they amazing baby wipes, they also can count as dryer sheets. So it's nice. And so if lavender is something that you love the smell of, then go ahead and hook it up. The ingredients on here are all natural and plant-based. So yeah, you got some bergamot oil in here, you got some lavender oil, you got some geranium, lang-a-lang, marigold, coriander. They just smell amazing. So again, these are baby wipes that also count as dryer sheets. So wool balls, baby wipe dryer sheets. Okay, the next thing we are going to talk about replacing is your laundry detergent. This is also from the Thieves line. I'm going to throw it on the ground. And this is free from SLS, dyes, petrochemicals, formaldehyde, phosphate, synthetic perfume, and optimal brighteners. So this is all plant-based. This is full of amazing non-toxic, harsh chemicals and full of essential oils. I love using this detergent. I was a little weary at first, as you are, but my clothes come out and they just feel cleaner. And this is really effective for any type of clothes, to be honest. And this is, again, this is a concentrate bottle. So out of this top, you just put like that much soap in. So this actually is good for 64 loads, which is amazing. If you're one of those people that needs to, again, it's just what you're used to. If you need a whole cap full, what people do is they'll empty this bottle, put half of the detergent in another bottle, fill this up with hot water, shake it together so it's still diluted, but you still get that full cap full, so it gives you that feeling that you're putting in enough detergent. A lot of these things, when you switch them over, there's just a period of time where you have to like mentally get on board with the physical size of, you know, how little you're using, because these are all concentrated. The other thing is, when you're switching detergents, just keep in mind it may take a few loads to actually get all of the other harsh chemicals and fragrances out of your clothes from the last detergent that you used. So, you know, give it a full month before you actually like are able to get rid of a lot of those chemicals. I mean, there's one, this is just a side story, but I bought Emmeline a mermaid costume off a swap shop here from another mom. I have washed it twice. I cannot get whatever the perfume fragrant detergent that this person used off of the costume. And every time I'm around it, it gives me a headache. I think I've just allowed myself to, you know, not use any of that. So anytime I'm around it, I'm just way more susceptible to getting a headache now. I mean, even when I walk by certain stores in the mall, I literally like have to walk by. There's no going in them, because as soon as I go in them, I'm immediately getting a headache, which, you know, that's just, it's amazing to me that it can work that quickly, that I've eliminated so many of the disruptors from my body. But it also scares me when that happens, because it's like, oh my gosh, you know. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is ditching and switching your toothpaste. Again, look, are we seeing a theme? Thieves. Thieves has a whole line of stuff. Probably shouldn't make that motion on the toothpaste anymore, but so the Thieves toothpaste, again, plant-based, all natural, so good. It does a great job cleaning my teeth. I love it. I also might use this as my deodorant, which may sound kind of crazy, but it also works really well. I learned that from a fellow mom and oil guru, Leslie Burris. And I was, in the beginning, I'm like, yeah, that's weird. But I'm all about all natural remedies to help with things. Switching from regular deodorant or antiperspirant is really important, especially for women, okay? We sweat because that's how we get toxins out of our bodies. And so antiperspirants are not good. You're blocking your armpit sweat glands from excreting the toxins. So what do you think happens to that? It goes back in our bodies. So I want to sweat. I want to get those toxins out of my body, and I don't necessarily want to stinky, but I want to sweat. So this is a great alternative because this has peppermint and spearmint and clove and cinnamon and lemon and rosemary, so it smells pretty darn good. I would caution you, if you just shaved your armpits, maybe wait 15-20 minutes before you put this on, because the peppermint and the spearmint will give it a nice cooling sensation. Might be a little bit tingly, but definitely switch to an all-natural deodorant if you haven't. That is really, really important. One of the first things they tell you if you get diagnosed with the booby C word is stop using deodorant, which is counterintuitive at that point, because we should just not be using it in general. We should be using all natural alternatives. So let me see if I can touch on some other chemicals and bad things. So the toothpaste, the antimicrobial chemical triglycin is one of the chemicals used in some toothpastes and antibacterial soaps, and that is believed to disrupt the thyroid function and hormone levels in people. So again, we talk a lot about how a lot of these chemicals that are in these household products have different types of disruptors in them, and that's cell disruptors, and those can be very, very detrimental to our overall function. So if you can eliminate these chemicals from your day-to-day use in your household, you're going to be that much better off just functioning at a higher level, allowing the regular natural receptor vitamins and nutrients to get to your cells and support your body. So when you have some of these things that block that and they cause the disruption, you want to eliminate those. So the other thing too is, you know, when we're thinking about how we also expose ourselves, so when you breathe in those things, it gets into your lung, but also if you have anything that you would use on your skin, like a soap or a lotion, or detergent, you want to really be cognizant and thinking. I mean, the skin is the largest organ in the body. Most people forget that it's an organ, but it covers our whole body. So it's very susceptible, and you want to make sure that what you're putting on it is benefiting to your body and your systems and all of that. So it's just, you know, you want to make sure that you're avoiding harsh chemicals like sodium lauryl sulfite, propyl alcohol, toluene, benzene, talc, parabens, synthetic fragrances, triglycerin, formaldehyde. So these are, you know, and most of these chemicals, I look at the words and I'm like, phonics, where are you? Come help me, because I can't sound them out. But they're not good for our bodies. And so if you use that Think Dirty app, you scan the items when you're going to buy them, and if it comes up with a bad rating, don't buy it. Buy this, natural, plant-based, super good for you, okay? And a lot of these things is what I call replacement buying. So when you join Young Living, you are buying directly from Young Living as a company. So you're not, if you look at stores like Walmart or Target, those are third-party vendors. Most of the time they don't make or produce their own things. They buy from other companies and then they sell that stuff on their shelves. So Young Living allows you to buy directly from them, which is great. And so all of these products I slowly replaced, which sounds kind of crazy, but I was like, let me slowly get rid of the chemicals because, you know, I'm frugal and I'm a realist. I don't want to necessarily throw stuff away, but at the same time, I wanted to, you know, replace. I mean, look at all this lovely stuff. Oh, thieves. So, you know, as you run out of stuff, buy the natural stuff. Buy the natural deodorant or the natural detergent and the household cleaner and the toothpaste. The wool balls you can buy on Amazon. You can buy them at Trader Joe's. The Seedlings wipes, they're amazing, and they come in a pack, a 3-pack. They're just great. And then of course the diffuser, this all of our premium starter kits, the oil-based ones, all come with diffusers. They're gorgeous, they're functional. Everybody needs a diffuser. Okay, so this is all about ditching and switching. If you have any questions, send me a message and I will be more than happy to answer them. And I so appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. And come back and tell me your testimonials. Tell me what you ditched and switched, and how it helped change your life or how you struggled. I'm all about, you know, coming over a big obstacle or hurdle. You know, this is all about education and helping each other. So tell me, give me all the information. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.